Yo guys, what is up? ASIC here with another Mobile Legends video. On today's one guys, we are gonna talk about the best possible heroes you are using and you need to use actually in the current Tinted Mirage guys. So the LunoShar strategy guys, it explains by itself, requires a Lunox and the Shar. Possibly like we have is a Lunox on Awaken, so you have her Orle and the Soul Vessel skills. And Shar don't needs to be any higher than 5 stars. So a 5-star Shar is absolutely enough. So let's go into the Tinted Mirage. We are currently guys at 12-11 and this stage is pretty hard for me since we do have a freaking export which is turning around guys and which is freaking crazy. And also as you see guys, we have Franco here. Could you imagine that Franco is useful, especially for Tinted Mirage? I think this stage can also be done without Franco, but still, this one I guess is pretty, not easy, but it is easier than the others. But yes, so we have Franco here, but Franco only comes in time, I think it was on 11.2 or no, 11, I don't know, somewhere at chapter 11, you need Franco guys. And also there's Van. Since on the back there will be 2 rhinos and those rhinos won't get charmed by the CC of Shar, since there is I think another export which is then over here and your Shar does a CC export and those are way out of range, so they're gonna still attack your heroes. And with those 2, like Franco is pulling that hero, then it is possible to win that stage. But usually you don't want to go for those 2. Like as I said, you only need them in some stages which are like this stage. But I only used them so far 2 times over here, which is, as I said, we are on chapter 12. It isn't that much guys. So other than that, over here we have a Nana, which is crucial guys, just because of her healing she has. And also she prevents your heroes from dying, like for the first time. Next up is, like you can use Valir, but you can also use Odette. Maxed Odette on Orle card is completely recommended. There is, I don't know what exactly was it, but I guess it's her sleep ability. Whenever she loses HP, she will put enemies to sleep. I'm not sure if it's 1 or even 2 guys, and that is really nice to use. And also you can use on a max Orle Odette without even Lunox and Shar. I think it was Marty's. Was it even Lunox inside there? I'm not sure, but you can use that if you don't have Lunox and Shar. But yeah, it requires a full Orle Odette. So next up guys, we also have Angela. Angela just because of the charm, and of course she will give Lunox the healing ability, like more healing ability, since she will give her HP, and of course also about the energy, so Lunox will have full energy whenever Angela uses her ultimate. Next one guys, which I do have, and this is a privilege guys, having a maxed, or yeah I would say maxed out, since we also have him on Ancient Twilight on 9, like, or Soul Vessel 30, and yeah, also the Orle is completely full. Also Akashic does prevent your heroes from dying, but yeah, Akashic, you can use him, but I'm only using him sometimes just because he's freaking powerful with the support he has with all his abilities and his skill, and also since he's that high and he prevents your heroes from dying 1 time. So next up also we have some stages where it is required to use export, some stages like where there is a Hylas in front, so your Lunox will like stay over here and she won't get attacked immediately, but your other heroes will getting attacked. So export definitely also a good choice to go for. Then we have, as I said, Odette, but yeah, I think Odette usually is a bit better than Valir or any other damage dealer. But yeah, as I said, this, like for the perfect, what is it called? Like to get the best use out of her is with the Orle on 9. Next up guys is also Estes. Also Estes, why? Just because he is healing permanently. So whenever Lunox is dead, like she will be dead and you won't be able to gain any more energy for Shar, since she won't heal Shar because she's not getting attacked. And Estes will heal her faster. That means she will wake up a bit earlier And yeah, that is also why Estes is used a lot, like a really often time in this Tinted Mirage. Also with Silvanna, I think I've used her 2 or 3 times, but not 100% sure. It was also like with this formation, like right over here, just because we needed some extra CC, some extra stun, which she gave us, and then we were able to win that stage. So far, I think I haven't used Harley or Lilia in this Tinted Mirage, but I think, especially like with Harley, you could go ahead and do something with it. So I guess those 2 can also be recommended. By the way, also guys, you don't want to go for a tank with this lineup with the Lunox and Shar, just because I don't know why, but this will completely interrupt yeah, the healings of Lunox. So let's check it out. What heroes do we else have over here? Guinevere I also haven't used, but I think, or I could imagine that she can also be used there. Let's check this out. Hayabusa also I haven't used so far. He's a bit too squishy in the Tinted Mirage. So yeah, I'm not using him. So next up, Fanny. Like Fanny is also required in like 1 stage since there is a jumper, but you can also beat this stage without using Fanny. Also with Nathan, I think Nathan is the one for Tia, not Tia. Nathan is the one for the Mortis and Max, Ore, or that. You can definitely use him there. I think he was inside the team. So next up over here, guys, we have Anna. Anna, like what every time Shar is using her ultimate, which is a lot of time, just because she will get all the energy from the overhealing of Lunox, she will use her ultimate oftentimes. Every time she does that, Anna will use her passive and deal damage to the enemy. And this is not just a big damage, it's crazy much damage. So Anna, really recommended, even on 5-star. If you have her, guys, you can definitely use her in a lot of stages with, of course, Lunox and Shar. So we also have Claude. Claude is there. You have to use him like over here. Sometimes I think like in this row or in this row. Never use him in the back row just because of his taunt ability. Or like not his taunt ability, but it is Dexter. So Dexter's taunting ability will allow you guys, since there will be sometimes a Saber and a Lancelot, just to taunt them, and those heroes won't jump into your back and attack your back row heroes. You only want heroes to attack your Lunox immediately, just so that Shar gets full energy and of course uses her ultimate. Also, if you don't have Anna, what I also used a lot of times is over here with Tia. Tia does some extra silence, which is crazy good. Like, whenever those enemies are silenced, and Shar does her silence too, like they are most of the time stacked up. Why? Shar is using her ultimate, Tia will then silence since all are running to one enemy and then attack this one enemy. So Tia does some extra CC, and also guys, not to forget about this one, it's crazy how freaking much damage she is dealing here. So Tia also a really good choice, as you see, just on 7-star, but still working out. So as I said, Mortis absolutely useful, but I'm not gonna use him anywhere in this team, or I haven't used him so far. Also that dude Shatorre, just because if you have some Kadita stages where Kadita explodes and deals damage to all of your heroes, you can use Shatorre. If you don't have Shatorre, guys, you can either way use Valir, because Valir will knock back the Kadita all over the time, or a Leslie, since Leslie also has a knockback ability. I think the same with Kimi. So you have 3 choices to beat a stage with Kimi by putting the hero like Valir, Kimi, or Leslie into the role where Kadita is. If Kadita is like over here, you want to use Leslie and or Kimi and Valir just to push them back every time a bit. So she's like up over here or over here. So those heroes like Shar won't get any damage, and this is working out really good. Shatorre does decrease the attack of Kadita, so your heroes won't die. That is the usage of Shatorre. Also with Vang Genie, guys, I think like in some stages, just because of her shield, if there is Rhinos, I was using Vang Genie like right over here, since the shield will provide some ability to survive. And then Akashic and Nana is also there, which are also allowing your Vang Genie to stay alive even more. So I'm using Vang Genie sometimes But so far, I think she's like one of the least heroes I've used, but yeah, it's still working out pretty good. Same one with Amaterasu. Amaterasu will deal damage to those heroes in the back, which you will need like in the early stages oftentimes, in the late stages like I am right now, like 12 or 11, I think I haven't used her once, but I think from level 6 or chapter 6 up to 10 I've used her many times, so Amaterasu also really good. And also, since she will get sometimes one-shotted by Saber, for example, you want to go ahead and use her like this when Saber is over here. So Saber will then walk towards another hero. For example, a hero gets charmed over here, Saber will then walk to this hero instead of killing your back row heroes, which will be in sometimes like the best way to deal with this stage. Alright, let's check this one out, but I guess so far, yeah, as we said, Kimmy also. I think so far that was all the heroes we are using at this moment. Zask I haven't used so far, but could be also maybe good. I'm not sure though. But I think like the energy restoration is too slow, so I guess you don't want to use him. Helcrit I have never used him. As I said, Hayabusa I think can be used, but it's not necessarily. Gord, I saw one dude playing with Gord, but it was a really late stage. I think it was 13 or 12-20, something like this, or 12-18, where he used Gord, and it worked out for him, but this was also like just one freaking time, not more, guys. So, Leslie we've talking about. Karina, I have never used her. Clint also, I've never used her. Maybe Vexana can also be useful sometimes, but she's definitely not necessary in this Tinted Mirage run. Alright, okay, I guess that is it. So let's check this out, do one fight, guys, and just see like how crazy this is. Once we're gonna do this twice. I'm just gonna try out something, guys. So export should, no, okay. As you see, this is crazy, guys. We need to somehow do this all over the time. And look at this. So first hero is swapped there. And then Franco pulls the other hero. So now all the heroes are together. But still, this is crazy, guys, since it is RNG. And also, yeah, it's really hard to time all the time your Shar. But then again, like if export dies now, yeah. Since they are all stacked up, there is a possibility they will attack your Shar. And then the battle is just over, guys. But yeah, you also need a good amount of luck. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna show you quickly, guys, how I leveled up, which is also really necessary for the Shar and Lunox. It is like almost going only for HP. Not HP, sorry, attack. You don't want to level up HP. You want to go only for attack, so Shar does more healing, more energy comes back to Shar, and also you can level up some defense. But overall, attack is way more important than anything else over here. Alright, so that is it for the video, guys. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Feel free to like, subscribe, and also leave down a comment below this section. Bye, guys.